WPF Interview Questions and Answers. Beginner means advanced. Introduction. This is a structured set of commonly asked WPF interview questions with clear answers. It covers WPF fundamentals, XAML and controls, data binding and MVVM, dependency properties and commands, styling and templates, performance and advanced WPF concepts. Windows Presentation Foundation is a Microsoft framework used to build rich desktop applications using .NET. 1 to 20. WPF Basics. 1. What is WPF? WPF, Windows Presentation Foundation, is a UI framework by Microsoft for building desktop applications. 2. What language is used in WPF? Check C# for backend. Check XAML for UI design. 3. What is XAML? Extensible Application Markup Language used to design UI. 4. Why use WPF? Correct. Rich UI support, data binding, vector graphics, MVVM support. 5. WPF versus Windows Forms. WPF means modern, flexible UI. WinForms means older, event-driven UI. 6. What is XAML example? Button content equals click me. 7. What is window in WPF? Main application screen. 8. What is user control? Reusable UI component. 9. What is stack panel? Layout panel arranging controls vertically, horizontally. 10. What is grid? Flexible row column layout panel. 11. What is dock panel? Layout panel docking controls. 12. What is wrap panel? Wraps controls automatically. 13. What is canvas? Absolute positioning layout. 14. What is label? Displays text. 15. What is text box? Input control. 16. What is button? Clickable control. 17. What is list box? Displays list of items. 18. What is combo box? Drop-down selection control. 19. What is checkbox? Toggle selection control. 20. What is radio button? Single option selection control. 21 to 40. Data binding and MVVM. 21. What is data binding? Connecting UI elements with data source. 22. Why data binding important? Check. Automatic UI updates. Cleaner code. 23. Example binding. Text box text binding name. 24. What is data context? Source object for bindings. 25. What is two-way binding? UI and data update each other. 26. Binding modes. One-way, two-way, one-time. 27. What is iNotify property changed? Interface notifying UI about data changes. 28. Example. Public event, property changed event handler, property changed. 29. What is observable collection? Collection notifying UI about changes. 30. Observable collection versus list. Observable collection means UI updates automatically. List means no automatic updates. 31. What is MVVM? Model, view, view model architecture pattern. 32. Components of MVVM. Model, view, view model. 33. What is view model? Handles presentation logic. 34. Benefits of MVVM. Check. Separation of concerns. Check. Testability. Check. Maintainability. 35. What is I command? Interface for command binding. 36. What is relay command? Common command implementation. 37. Command example. Button command equals binding save command. 38. What is converter in WPF? Converts bound data format. 39. Example converter use. Boolean means visibility, conversion. 40. What is validation in WPF? Ensuring correct user input. 41 to 60. Dependency properties, styles, and templates. 41. What is dependency property? Special WPF property supporting binding, styling. 42. Benefits of dependency properties. animation support. Styling support. Efficient memory usage. 43. Dependency property example. Public static read-only, dependency property name property. 44. What is routed event? Event traveling through UI tree. 45. Types of routed events: bubbling, tunneling, direct. 46. What is bubbling event? Event moves upward. 47. What is tunneling event? Event moves downward. 48. What is style in WPF? Reusable UI formatting. 49. Example style. Style target type button. Setter property font size. Value 20. App style. 50. What is template? Defines control appearance. 51. What is control template? Customizes control UI. 52. What is data template? Defines data rendering. 53. What is resource dictionary? Stores reusable resources. 54. What is static resource? Resource loaded once. 55. What is dynamic resource? Resource updated dynamically. 56. Static resource versus dynamic resource. Static means faster, dynamic means runtime updates. 57. What is trigger in WPF? Changes UI based on conditions. 58. Example trigger. Trigger property is mouse over value true. 59. What is animation in WPF? Smooth UI transitions. 60. What is storyboard? Coordinates animations. 61 to 80. Advanced WPF concepts. 61. What is visual tree? Hierarchy of visual UI elements. 62. What is logical tree? Hierarchy of logical controls, data. 63. What is dispatcher? Handles UI thread operations. 64. Why dispatcher needed? UI updates must run on main thread. 65. What is threading in WPF? Running background tasks. 66. What is async await in WPF? Non-blocking asynchronous programming. 67. What is background worker? Older async execution tool. 68. What is task in WPF? Modern async operation. 69. What is virtualization? Rendering only visible items. 70. Why virtualization important? Improves performance for large lists. 71. What is items control? Base class for item collections. 72. What is tree view? Hierarchical data display. 73. What is list view? Advanced list display control. 74. What is data grid? Tabular data display control. 75. What is Prism framework? MVVM framework for WPF. 76. What is Caliburn.micro? Lightweight MVVM framework. 77. What is dependency injection in WPF? Injecting services into view models. 78. What is localization? Multi-language support. 79. What is accessibility? Making UI usable for everyone. 80. What is navigation in WPF? Moving between views, pages. 81 to 100. Performance, deployment, and best practices. 81. What is memory leak in WPF? Objects not released properly. 82. Common memory leak causes. Check event subscriptions, static references. 83. What is weak event pattern? Prevents event-related leaks. 84. What is performance optimization? Comma, virtualization, comma, async operations, comma, efficient bindings. 85. What is freezable object? Immutable graphics object for optimization. 86. What is hardware acceleration? GPU rendering support. 87. What is XBAP? Browser-hosted WPF app. 88. What is click once deployment? Easy desktop app deployment. 89. What is application manifest? Deployment configuration file. 90. What is packaging in WPF? Preparing application for release. 91. What is logging? Tracking application behavior. 92. What is unit testing in MVVM? Testing view models independently. 93. What is mocking? Simulating dependencies for tests. 94. What is solid principle? Clean architecture principles. 95. What is clean architecture in WPF? Layered maintainable structure. 96. What is reusable component? Shared UI logic control. 97. What is custom control? Fully customizable, reusable control. 98. What is user control versus custom control? User control means composition-based. Custom control means full styling flexibility. 99. What is production-ready WPF app? Check responsive UI, scalable architecture, proper exception handling. 100. How to master WPF. Understand XAML deeply. Practice MVVM. Learn bindings and commands. Optimize performance. Build desktop applications. Final summary. WPF interviews focus on A. XAML and UI controls, data binding and MVVM, dependency properties and commands, styling templates, performance and desktop architecture. Key idea. Strong WPF developers understand both UI architecture and scalable desktop application patterns deeply.